should be easy enough. On it.
You wish to talk? Ah, good. I have a question for you. How well versed are you in poetry? Antivan poetry, specifically. Well, trust me then. You won't be hearing it now. It was recited to me, as I recall, by a rather wealthy target of mine. Let's see. The symphony I see in thee, it whispers songs to me. Songs of hot breath upon my neck. Songs of soft sighs by my head. Songs of nails upon my back. Songs of thee come to my bed. Oh, I know. I couldn't believe that she thought this would actually convince me to spare her. I had sex with her anyway, but that goes without saying. She still had to die. The poem was amusing at the time, however, and thus I've always remembered it. Here I thought you might be cheered up by some naughty poetry. You simply look so unhappy. Such an unflattering expression for such a lovely face. Ah, who wouldn't? You're the kind of woman that stokes the lust in men and other women alike. Surely you know this and are playing with me. Me, I tend to make the best of whatever situation I find myself in, stealing what moments I can. It's served me well most days. You might learn to do the same. Oh? Then I learn something new about you every day. Enough poetry, I think. The time has come for traveling and the murdering of villains and whatever else passes for adventuring these days.
Let's get started. Let's get started.
On it.
All set. Is it just me, or do you actually think you have a chance?
One more for my amusement.
Watch out. Trap there. Watch out. Trap there. Watch now.
This should be easy enough. On it.
Are you done yet?
This should be easy enough.
Please, stranger. Let me out. I see you bear no love for Jarvia. Please, help me.
On it.
Thank you. We've been down here. It's been so long. My friend didn't make it. Just stopped eating one day, and all for a stupid bet.
This should be easy enough.
Step the keys.
Now you know.
This should be easy enough. Let's get started. This should be easy. As you wish. This should be easy enough.
You rang? This I can do.
On it.
So Balin finally realized his throne means nothing if he can't hold it, yet he still doesn't bother to send his own men. Well, you picked the wrong side, stranger. It doesn't matter who's king, as long as there's a queen. You'll pay for their deaths 100 times over. Kill them! But leave the pretty one alive. I have plans for her.
As you wish. On it. This should be easy enough.
Watch out, trap there. I am yours. This won't take long. As you like.
On it.
Ah! By all the beards of my ancestors! How did you... Where did you come from? You made a hole in my wall! It does? Oh, sod it. If people find out about this, my business will be ruined. They'll think I have something to do with Jarvia. No! I don't have anything to do with them. They're criminals. When they built this part of the city, they must have built over some tunnels. I swear I had no idea. Oh, just leave me alone. I don't want anything to do with this. And if anyone comes asking, I'm gonna tell them you did it.
Like to buy something, I hope. I want that surface wealth coming back to us, Balin's ascension willing. I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
As a crow, you were an assassin in Antiva, right? Professionally?
Technically speaking, I still am. Somewhat between jobs, as it turns out.
So how much did you charge to, you know, kill someone? Was it very expensive? Did it depend on who they were?
Such curiosity. Are you thinking of having someone murdered, my friend Alistair? Or are you considering a career change?
No, neither. It just seems odd to me that you could make a living doing that. Or that you would need an entire guild just to handle so many... jobs.
Ah, assassination in Antiva is a tradition. It is more efficient than an election, as we say. Politics and death go together like kisses and lovemaking. It costs a great deal depending on how experienced the crow is and how difficult the target is to kill. You, I would charge perhaps 5,000 Andries for you?
5,000 Andries? Is that a lot?
Not really, no.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen. But there's more out there.
Rumors of Grey Warden demon worship circulate.
Lord Harrowmont, furious at the Grey Warden's interference, claims no one can stop him from... plans to strip Forsamar's defenses, say insiders.
Yes?
Si, amora.
Well, you've simply outdone yourself. They're talking all over the city about how someone finally went through Dusttown and slaughtered the Carta like genlocks. Not yet. Killing Jarvia brought me greater favor. But to truly displace Harrowmont, we'll need something dramatic enough to end the debate forever. What do you know of the Paragon Branca? She is the only Paragon in 4 generations, and she turned her back on her responsibilities. A Paragon is like an ancestor born in this time. If she returned, her vote would outweigh the entire assembly. Anyone with her support could take the throne unchallenged. She had an entire house with her, dedicated to her protection. With the number of ruins still intact, they could last for a long time. And Harrowmont is looking as well. It's too risky to assume she's dead only to have him take credit for finding her. I was hoping you could use your legendary charm to persuade her that the rightful king should take the throne. However, if the deep roads have addled her wits, it might be best she not return before the kingship is decided. I would never say that. She is a paragon. It is my duty to protect her. On the other hand, we must respect her decisions. Should she prefer to stay in the deep roads rather than help her rightful king take the throne, we must assist her. By any means necessary. I did not know her personally. 2 years ago, I was still considered a child, not one to consort with Orzamar's finest. From what I hear, her intellect was unrivaled, but the social graces were beneath the notice of one so gifted. Then we will both go down in history as a paragon's saviors. So far, my men have traced Branka to Caridin's Cross, an ancient crossroad lost to the Darkspawn 4 centuries ago. Her trail ends there. Perhaps with your warden's expertise, you can find what my men could not. You must enter the deep roads through the mines. To protect the city, that's the only path we leave open. Caridin's Cross lies many miles deep into the tunnels. It was once a main thoroughfare, but before Branka, no one had stepped foot there in generations. You have my thanks. Seek her in Caridin's Cross. I will try to delay the vote until you return.
Grey Wardens present in Orzammar. Endorsement of Lord Balin.
Grey Wardens endorse anarchy in Orzammar. Support Lord Harrowmont and his...
This should be easy enough. As you wish.
I have a question for you, Cher. How does it feel to be a giant statue?
What a bizarre question. How else would it feel?
Well, let's see. Does it hurt? Do you feel like you've been buried under a pile of rock? Or do you feel nothing at all?
I have nothing to compare it to. How does it feel to be considered an inferior race when compared to others who are just as soft and weak as you?
Fine.
How very fragile it must be. One touch and its kind crumples, spilling liquid everywhere. No wonder they clad themselves in metal.
It takes more than just a touch, I'm sure.
I feel very solid and immortal. No putrid liquids to squirt out of me. Oh, no.
Now that you mention it, I suddenly rather feel like a delicate mushroom.
Did you hear? Androste's ashes have been found, here in Ferelden too.
Mother Bolin said that's just some hoax.
On it.
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much.
What have you there? A mirror? It is just the same as the mirror which Flemeth smashed on the ground so long ago. It is incredible that you found one so like it. I am uncertain what to say. You must wish something in return, certainly. You say that as if I should be accustomed to such a thing. I have never received a gift. Not one which did not come at a price. I suppose I should say thank you for the gift. 'Tis most thoughtful. Truly. A fine gift. You have my thanks.
Why, thank you so much. Why, thank you so much. Why, thank you so much.
Oh, marvelous.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Such a force has not been seen since the collapse of the Tevinter Imperium.
Yes.
Yes, yes. You're the best wrangler I've ever seen. But there's more out there. There you are. I thought I'd spoken to a Grey Warden, but for some reason I chalked it up to the drink. I know you're down here to look for Branka, and I need to ask a favor. You remembered. I'm sodding touched. Maybe now that His Highness thinks my Branka can be rescued, you don't think I'm quite so crazy, huh? But they haven't found Branka herself, and that means whatever they've got, it's not enough if you don't know what she was looking for. If we pool our knowledge, we stand a chance of finding Branka. Otherwise, good sodding luck. You should know that Branka was looking for the Anvil of the Void, the secret to building golems, which was lost centuries ago. The smith Caradon built it, and with it, Orzammar had 100 years of peace, while it was protected by the golems forged on the Anvil. As far as anyone knows, the Anvil was built in the old Orton Tig. Branka planned to start looking there, if she could ever find it. All she knew was that it was past Caradon's cross. No one's seen that Tig for 500 years. If Balin managed to find it, that's only because he's got dozens of warriors he can send to search night and day. If we're going, let's get moving. Branka's not gonna sodding find herself.
Blasted.
By my ancestors, this is a wonderful gift!
News of the hour. Lord relies on Grey Warden. All be aware that the Grey Wardens have aligned with Lord Balin. Be not afraid to...
Where you left me.
Stand ready.
All set. On it. Time for the fun! You're getting sloppy! Right.
Lord Harrowmont, furious at the Grey Warden's interference, claims no one can stop his plan.
Lord Balin is a bad, bad man! Yes, very bad.
Have you seen my lunch? It's a piece of lichen bread with a spread of old cheese and shredded dried meat. I'm only asking because you never know who's going to get hungry. Right. Best in the trade, you know. I work the ore myself. I'm only asking. Right.
ancestors. This is a wonderful gift. That looks fine indeed. That looks fine indeed. That looks fine indeed.